Good morning, everybody. My name is Sally Z. I work at MVP Athletic Club in Grand Rapids, and I am excited to spend this time with you today. While we're at home, we don't really want to be here. We want to be at the clubs, but as an alternative, we're offering these video classes. This will be a 45-minute class, a gentle yoga class. So set aside that time, go to a quiet space. If you have a yoga mat, use it. If you don't, you could do this on a carpeted area. Okay, let's begin. Come to Supta Baddha Konasana. That's where your knees are apart, feet are together, and come to your back. Palms facing up, hands are beside you. And begin to take a deep breath in to a count of 4. And a deep breath out. And as you breathe in, fill your chest. And as you breathe out, lengthen your spine. Keep doing this breath work, relaxing your body. Set a peaceful intention for your class today, setting the stage for the rest of your day, making it the most positive for you. And now notice as your body is moving. On the inhale, we're arching our back a little bit, bringing the chest closer to the sky, and on the exhale, rounding the back a little bit, bringing the lower spine into the mat. So the subtle back and forth of the pelvis will relax your body. And now bring your arms over your head and straighten the right leg. Flex the right foot, grab your right wrist, and bend toward the left. Feel the stretch through the right side of your body. Long and steady breaths. Keeping your arms over your head, bend the right knee out to the side again and straighten the left leg, flex the left foot. Take your left wrist and bend it toward the right. Feel the stretch all the way along the left side of your body. Bend the left knee, sweep your hands down to your side. Lift your toes and everything off the floor as far as your foot. And keep your heels on the mat. And now we're going to roll up with our chest and shoulders, lowering the lower spine into the mat. So you're going to feel your lower back touching the mat as you press forward on your fingers. We're using our core strength here to hold us in place. Pull up through the pelvic floor. This is firing up all those great core muscles that attach to the spine, to the abdominal area. Come back down. Cross your ankles and roll up to a seat. Come to your hands and knees in table and begin to take cat and cow, rounding your back on the exhale and arching your back on the inhale. Rounding the back on the exhale and arching your back on the inhale. This is opening up all those little muscles along the spine. Moving with breath back and forth. Exhaling rounding, inhaling, arching. Bring your right foot out to the side. Place the whole sole of the right foot on the mat and walk your fingertips back to your left knee. Keeping the left fingertips on the mat, reach your right arm up and bend toward the left. Stretching again all the way along the right side of your body. And now lift the left hand off the floor, reach up. And a little bit of a back bend here. Keeping that right sole on the mat will help to steady your body. And sweep your hands down to the mat. Do one cat, rounding the back, and one cow, arching the back. Come back to center, left foot out to the side. Plant that entire left foot on the mat or on the floor and walk your hands back to your right knee. Lift the left arm up. Keep your right fingertips outside the right knee and sweep your left arm over your head toward the right. Stretching all the way along the left side of your body. And slowly come up with that right arm. Reach up to the sky. Look up at your fingertips. Come back down to your mat for one cat and one cow, rounding the back and arching the back. Walk your feet back to plank, holding here. Pull up through the pelvic floor and pull in through your lower abs. Drop your knees, lower all the way down to your mat. And bring your hands to your lower ribs, elbows to the sky, tops of your feet are on the mat. We're just going to press up using the back muscles. Pull the shoulders and your chest off the mat, not very far. This is called cobra. And come back down. Press up to your hands and knees. And come to child's pose. Knees are apart. Big toes together. Slide your arms forward out to the outer edges of your mat. Extend back through your tailbone. And just feel the opening of your chest and your shoulders with the inhale, and exhale, you're pressing back through your tailbone, lengthening the spine. Come back up to hands and knees. Now you can do one of two things. You can do puppy pose on your knees, bringing your hands out forward and extending forward with your arms. Your hips are up. Pull in through the lower abs though to try to lengthen the spine. Or the other alternative is downward dog, lifting your knees off the mat. We slowly raise our hips up to the sky, look down between your hands, and press forward on your hands back to downward dog. Look back at your feet. And as you inhale, you can rock forward a little bit. And as you exhale, lower your heels down and up with the hips. You can bend your knees too here. Inhale forward and back. And forward on the inhale and back, lowering your heels, stretching your hamstrings. Walk your hands back to your feet. If you're in puppy pose, you can now come to your feet and take your hands to opposite elbows, draping your torso over your thighs. This is called ragdoll. Press down into your feet and rise up. Take your right wrist, bend toward the left. And back up. Left wrist, bend toward the right. Hands behind your back. Clasp your hands. Roll those shoulders down. Keep your hands on your back body. And just bring your hands off your back body as you stretch your chest and your shoulder blades. Reach your arms up to the sky. And with your feet hips width distance apart, toes pointing straight ahead, we're going to sit down in chair. So from the side, chair looks like this. Keep your spine long, pull in through your lower abs. And now bring your arms out to the side and press up, straight arms. Look up at the sky and come back down into chair. Bring your arms down to the side, stand up, and come back to chair. And lower down, bringing the arms to the side, come back up. And now bring your hands to heart center, bring your hands to your thighs, roll your hands over your knees to your shins, and press back on your shins as you stretch your spine long. Bring your chin to your chest. And with each exhale, maybe you can bend the elbows a little bit, just opening up the hamstrings. On the inhale, straighten the arms again, and on the exhale, bend your elbows. Rise up. Coming back to chair, this time bring your big toes closer together and your heels apart. So you have a little bit of a pigeon toe look to your feet. And now come down. And as you come down, sitting in chair, pull your heels together. So from the side, chair looks like this. And we're pulling our heels together, even though we're not moving the heels. It's just this action of firing up the inner thighs. Bring your arms wide, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And now keeping the shoulder blades squeezed, bring your palms together at heart center. Lower the shoulders down. Chin comes down to the chest a little bit more. Inhale, slowly twist to the right. Keeping your knees forward and pulling in through the heels. We're using a lot of core here as we twist. Now I'm keeping my elbow off my thighs. You can put your elbow down in your thighs if that will help with the twist. The reason I'm keeping my elbow off my thighs is because I want to do the twist with my core. Stand back up. And come back down to chair. Bring your arms wide, squeeze the shoulder blades. Bring your palms together as your shoulder blades continue to squeeze. Pull in through those heels and twist to the left. Come back up and bring your hands down to your side for a mountain pose. Step your right foot forward, left foot back in warrior one. Bring your arms up. Showing you what this looks like from the side. So the back toes are pointed toward 10 o'clock. And now exhale, warrior two. So we're just turning toward the left. Look forward on to your fingertips on the right hand, and now reverse, look up and come back down to warrior two. Inhale, reverse and back to warrior two. One more reverse. Side angle, front forearm to front thigh. Bring the back arm up. Stretch up with that top arm, pressing down into your forearm, and bring your left arm over your head, stretching long, all the way along the left side of your body. Come on back up. And And step that back foot forward. Bring your arms up in the air and bring your hands to heart center. Left foot will stay forward, lift your right knee up and step it back for warrior one. Up with the arms. Keep rolling that back edge of the back foot into the mat. The back toes are pointing toward 2 o'clock this time, and exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, look up at the front arm and back to warrior two. Reverse, back to warrior two. One more reverse, side angle. Left arm comes to the thigh, the forearm comes to the thigh, right arm comes up, reach up, press down into the forearm. As you reach up, feel that upward energy first and then hand over the top of your head. Feel that stretch all the way along the right side of your body. I know it feels good from my position right now. Hope you're feeling good too. And step that back foot forward. Inhale, rise up. Bring your hands to heart center. Lift the left leg up and step it back for warrior one. Come on up. So we're facing forward on our mat, rolling the back edge of the back foot into the mat. Bring your hands behind your back this time, setting up for humble warrior. And now with a long spine, keeping your hands on your back body, come forward parallel to the mat. So you're coming down, matching the shape of your right thigh. So your right thigh is parallel to the mat, your torso is parallel to the mat. And now, if you can, bring your hands off your back body as you stretch your chest closer to the mat with each exhale. Sweep your hands up to the sky. And now pivot that back foot around and come down to a low lunge. Hands are down on both sides of the front foot. So our back knee is up, and with the exhale, lower your body closer to the mat, stretching the hips, and press down into the mat to ease off on the inhale. Exhale, lower down. Press down into the mat to ease off. One more time, lower down, drop that back knee, sweep your hands down and up. Anjaneyasana, drag that back knee forward, front foot back. So that's the action. We're opening up the left quads. Sweep your hands down and bring your fingertips to the floor as you straighten out the right leg and flex the right foot. And now stretch your hamstrings on the right leg as you move your chest closer to your right toes. Come back forward. Reach your arms up. Hook your thumbs. And now we're going to dip toward the right. Sweep your hands down. Touch your fingertips down and then step the left foot forward. Rise up. Bring your hands to heart center. Weight into the left foot. Up with the right foot. Step it back for warrior one. Back toes are pointed toward 2 o'clock, up with the arms. Turning to the side, this is what your pose looks like. Bring your hands behind your back. For humble warrior, dive forward. And keep moving your chest closer to the mat. And Now bring your hands off your back body if you can. Stretching the shoulders, stretching the chest muscles. Strong connection in both feet. Press back up to warrior one. Pivot that back foot around and slowly move down to a low lunge. Fingertips on the mat. One hand on one side, one hand on the other. And lower down on the exhale, opening the hips. Press down into your hands to ease off. Exhale, lower down. Press it down into the mat to ease off. This time, lower the back knee down. Sweep your hands down, up, Anjaneyasana. Drag that back knee forward, front foot back. And now hook your thumbs again the other way. And bend toward the left. You should feel this in your right quads. Sweep your hands down to the mat and pop that back foot forward. Rise up. One more standing pose. Bring your hands to heart center. Place the weight into your right foot, lift the left knee up and step it back for warrior one. Back toes are pointed to 10 o'clock. Shift your shoulders forward, stretching that back leg up with the arms. Roll the back edge of your back foot into the mat. And exhale, warrior two. Now we're facing the left in our warrior two. Inhale, reverse, and back to warrior two. And now straighten the front leg, reverse triangle, and full triangle. Turn your chest toward the front as you reach forward. Reach, 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 until you can't go any further. Take your hand down to your shin or to your ankle and twist toward the left. So both legs are straight. Bend that front knee. And turn your toes toward the left. Bring your hands behind your back. And keeping your hands on your back body, we're just going to dive forward with a long spine. Toes are a little bit further in than the heels, so you're pigeon-toed with wide legs, and now bring your hands off your back body as you extend back through your tailbone. And slowly come back up. Turn forward into the warrior one position. Right leg forward, bring your hands down to your heart center. Step that back foot forward. Lift the right knee up to the side, step it back for warrior one. Up with the arms. And exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse, straighten the front leg. Turn your chest forward, hips are back, stretch forward. Both legs are straight. Keep reaching, stretching your torso forward as far as you can go. Feel the stretch through the left hamstrings. Bring your hand down to your shin. Turn toward the right, up with the right arm. Okay, this time turn your toes toward the right. And I'm going to switch my position. You stay forward or to the right. Now we have wide legs. We're just going to come forward into a half fold. Bring your fingertips down to the mat. Walk your hands over to your right leg, bend the right knee, and open up the inner thigh of the left leg. So your torso is planing over the top of the mat in a parallel position. So my hips are back. And then come back up, walk your hands over to the left, bend the left knee, open up the inner thigh of the right leg. Come back up. down to your knees and come to your back. Setting up for bridge. So you're lying, your feet are forward on the mat, your head is back to the back part of your mat. Taking your elbows down next to you, point your fingertips up to the sky, feet or hips width distance apart. Pull in through the lower abs. Pull up through the pelvic floor. This is going to lower the lower spine down into the mat. And now pressing down into your elbows, lift your hips off the mat, coming onto your shoulders, chin to chest. Press forward on your feet. This is a nice back bend, an energizing pose. We're using core, we're using our glutes. Press it down into the mat with your elbows and your forearms, or your triceps, I should say. And come back down. Bring your feet wide, knees together, and take your arms over your head. Set up again for one more bridge. This time bring your elbows down and bring your hands all the way down to the mat. Slowly lift the hips part way and roll those shoulder blades underneath your body and clasp your hands underneath your body, pressing down on the floor with your pinkies, and raise your hips higher as you keep opening up the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades together. As you can see, I'm up on my shoulders, chin is into chest, press forward on your feet. Squeeze those glutes a little bit to protect your lower back. Come down. Feet are apart, knees together, bring your arms over your head. And now bring your knees apart, feet together for Supta Baddha Konasana, and bring your hands down to your sides. Take long, deep breaths in and out. Relaxing your body in this pose with the breath. And now slowly roll to the right side, up to a seat for the last few poses of the day. First one is seated tree. Right leg is out, left foot is into the inner thigh. Extend up, your head toward the sky. Sit bones are into the mat. Place your hands around the leg at the top of the knee. And as you inhale, we're going to extend up with our chest and our spine, so our head comes closer to the ceiling, and forward on the exhale. So we're tipping our pelvis forward. This is the top of the pelvis, this is the lower. And as we move into this pose more deeply, our pelvis is moving right along with the spine. So exhale, forward, chest to toes. Inhale up, and exhale forward and deeper into the pose. Inhale up, exhale forward, deeper into the pose. This time, you're probably at the point where you want to stay. Just let your head rock forward, chin to chest. Breathing for about 4 breaths in this position. Slowly rise up and switch sides. Left leg is forward, right foot is into the left inner thigh. And try to bring your right knee down as far as you can. Now, if it comes up like this, that's okay. It's just I'm trying to stretch Open this hip area, but not forcing it, of course. Okay, same idea. Sit bones down into the mat. Elevate your head toward the sky. Bring your hand behind a part of your leg. I like to take it first at the top above my knee, and then just extend chest forward toward the toes. Inhale, up and forward. And up and forward. And as you come further forward, you can, of course, reach your hands down lower on your leg. And maybe some of you can actually get your hands around your foot to help with the stretch. And then just bow your head forward and rest in the pose in the deepest position that you can get in without feeling pain. Of course, never do we want to feel pain in any part of our body when we're doing anything. So you always back off naturally and slowly come up. Okay, bring your legs wide on the mat. Now if my mat is forward, I'm going to be facing the side like this, but to show you the pose, I'm just going to come forward to show you how this is done. Okay, hands are down to the inside of the leg. Extend down into your sit bones. Elevate your head toward the sky, straighten your spine, pull in through your lower abs, and just come forward with your chest. You don't have to come forward very far. Inhale up and forward, and up and forward. And so depending on how open you are, you might only get down a little bit. You can place your hands in front of you. Some of you have more flexibility and you can lower closer down to the mat, depending on how open your hips are. Just keep using those long breaths, deep breaths in and out. And slowly come up. And bring your legs together, lower to your back for our final pose before Shavasana, which is we're just bringing the knees into the chest and rocking side to side. Just a gentle rock, feeling massaging of the lower back muscles. And now lower your feet out to the outer edges of your mat. And bring your arms wide by your side for Shavasana. Close your eyes. Relax your fingertips. Relax your toes. Relax your jaw. Relax your eyelids. And now relax all the muscles in your body. Let your muscles just melt into your mat. And breathe naturally. We'll lay quietly here for a couple minutes, integrating all the different poses we've done in this class into this final, very important position. Slowly begin to move your fingers and your toes. Inhale, reach your arms over your head. And press your heels forward, stretching your spine long. And bend your knees, bringing your feet to the floor. And roll your hands down to your sides, palms facing up. And slowly roll to the right side, resting here for a couple breaths. Now, press down with your left hand and press up to a seat, keeping your eyes closed, hands resting lightly in your lap or together at heart center. Bring your finger pads together. Leave the rest of your hand open, feeling the lightness in your body. I have a poem to read. It's about peacefulness. May today there be peace within. May you trust that you are exactly where you are meant to be. May you not forget the infinite possibilities that are born of faith in yourself and others. May you use the gifts that you have received and pass on the love that has been given to you. May you be content with yourself just the way you are. Let this knowledge settle into your homes and your bones and yourself, and allow your soul the freedom to sing, dance, praise, and love. It is there for each and every one of us. And this was by Mother Teresa. So to the spirit of our yoga practice today, together we say, Namaste. Thank you for coming today, joining with me in this yoga practice. I wish each of you peace, love, and ultimate safety. Just know that we are with you every day and look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thank you.